It's a great day today, and I haven't stopped, and we're not gonna stop. Bit like Man United's chant, and we're never gonna stop. Oh, Ten Hag sacked, man. It's a good day, people. Honestly, it's a great day, and it's been good. It's been emotional. We didn't even get to talk about it the way I wanted to on Never a Foul. As you can see, you rivals that decided you want to come over and have a little chit chat with me are salty. That's the way it's gonna go. So that's the way it's gonna be, right? I see you lot. I'm not gonna lie, you lot are sleeping on us. Right now, you lot are sleeping on us. You lot are being shameful and we're getting disregarded, and this is the way it should be. It's the way it should be. But please smash the like button. Please subscribe if you're new, if you just come across. Hopefully, you're a United fan. Because I want United fan bases. And you know what? I might even remix some of the mods just to make them all United, just to piss you lot off. Because we need United bias in here. Yeah. It's about time we get our lick back. It's been a minute. It's been a long time. There's a manager shortlist that we got to talk about. Apparently, there's 5. I can't really figure out the 5th one, but I've got someone in mind. Yeah. I'm going to be doing even a debate later, with all the United fans. I've got to make another thumbnail to fit some like 7 people in it. I've got something in mind real quick. Yeah. And I'm here and I haven't stopped smiling. Yeah. I've seen some weird tweets. Today. Oh, but he's got a wife. He's got kids. Yeah, that's great with all his millions. I couldn't give a shit. Some of us ain't even made $1 million in our lifetimes, let alone 100,000. Yeah, man. It's been nice knowing some of you, man. But the shameless Cass it's emotional. I've had a reset button. I don't know how you guys feel like United fans, but I feel like there's been a reset. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel alive again. I feel like I can stream properly with a smile on my face. Like my cheeks are hurting from smiling, man. It's a great day. It's a great day, and hopefully some of you are here to join me on that one. Mr. Blobby should be new manager. 15 league titles in his own Blobby style of football. Who's Mr. Blobby? I don't know who that is. Can't wait. Smash the likes. How many likes are we already on? We're on 20 likes. We need more. We need way more. Time for some OnlyCast. I'm just saying, Solomon, if you want to become an OnlyCast, you can become a member. Anyone can become a member. Just support. It's there. Anyone could be a copycast. Someone could be a cast lighter or an OnlyCast. Your choice. Too many rivals twerking for Southgate now. Ten Hag's gone. They're really hoping this giant stays sleeping. Guess what? They're in for a long, long dispute with themselves. That's what they're hoping for. You know what is now rivals, yeah? You lot are just in hopium mode. You're sniffing all sorts of gear, all sorts of Charlie. Big up Matty, big up Osman as well. Today is a good day. Trust me. We was talking about it earlier. Ruben Amorim is what we need before City get him. I saw that. So you don't want Amorim. A lot of your squad can be reborn under a new coach, but some are dusty. Yeah, but that's just always going to be the case, isn't it? Oh, new news from TalkSport. Nagelsmann said to be open to the idea of replacing Ten Hag as manager. Well, I don't know about that one. Big up Dan Fenton as always as well. Gamer TV. An emotional. I couldn't care less about. Big up yourself for sharing that. I couldn't care less about his emotional hugs. Emotionally, get the F out of here. Hurry up. Vamos. Adios, shall I say. I am a United fan, bro. Who's that? Sumaya? How do I say your name? Somya? Is that you say Somya? Cass smiling after 5 years. Well, not gonna lie, I was smiling when he did get appointed, but clearly them smiles are completely washed at the start of last season. So big up Samuel. Long day if we lose to Leicester and Chelsea. I'm back in the bin we go, innit? Until then, just enjoy it in the moment. Just let it marinate, people. Big up Sophia as well, as always. Check out our channel, people. All you got to do is click the little 3 dots and it says go to channel. All you got to do. You got to let it marinate. We'll get there. We'll get to the Leicester part, we can do a little look ahead tomorrow or something in the evening. But we could do that. But right now, today's our day. Don't let no one spoil it for you. You got to get some good food. Someone sent a super chat earlier, said, go get yourself something nice to eat. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Don't worry about that. Today, we can talk about choices because we have good choices. Don't let the people with the 10 are getting to say, oh, but who else is out there? There are candidates. Yeah? And they even said, it's from Graham Bailey. I wouldn't look too much into what Graham Bailey says, but he said, if we have to go pay for a manager, Ratcliffe will go and do so. So let's settle down. Yeah. Do you trust him to get it right? Well, at the moment, if we're being honest about Ineos, we're not. Let's be, as United fans, I don't think when it comes to behind the scenes and everything, I don't think they've really done anything wrong. I think we've just questioned the decision making, timing, wrong, it's late and whatnot. So hopefully right now they put a lot of different, I don't know, let's say an e-portfolio together for all, let's say this 5-manager shortlist. And obviously, hopefully they pick the right one. It's always going to be a gamble. So yeah, man, the gamer says, oh, wallahi, we are winning in life. McBoldemort is gone. That's a great name. What do you like? All right, one second. Yeah, big up. Give me Xavi, Amorim, or Inzaghi, and I'm actually happy. I don't think we're gonna get Inzaghi. I'll be real. I wonder who Ineos will choose because You mean Honus? You mean Amorim Nagelsmann? Mom made acne last night and just bought a slice of cheesecake. I'm alive. There you go, man. We're all set and buckled up. Like I said, man, there's 100 people in here. There's no reason why I can't just get 100 likes. I can't click my fingers. I don't know how, but if I could, it should just arrive and appear. It's only been 6 minutes into this. So even if anyone's watching it back, you know what to do. You know what to do. Keep it rolling. Keep the ball rolling. A bit like flipping Ten Hag's bald head. It just keeps rolling. It's smooth. And there's a little dip. So make sure the likes don't dip too much. Anyways, there's 5 potential management. Well, there's 5 different candidates anyways. And if we're going to go through every single one, I need to know who you lot will prefer out of these 5. And no, it's not Southgate. No, it's not Graham Potter. None of them have even been discussed. You know what? I've seen that come from Samuel, even Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I've seen it come from Luckhurst, Daily Mail, and even the Mail sources who are saying it. It's not even like it's Mike Keegan or anything. It's just, again, it's easy clicks to get the Man United fans annoyed like us and reply to them, quote tweet them, all of that, yada, 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 to make sure they can keep things going and interesting. Because why didn't they say this? Why didn't they say all of this news like 2 days ago or a day ago? Like it only just come out because guess what? They don't have no sources. Samuel Luckhurst, crap journalist. How about that? Graham Bailey, crap journalist too. Awful. These are tier 3s, 4s in this world. So the 4 that I worked out was this. I don't know who the favorite is, but I got a feeling Xavi is the favorite, right? I think Xavi's a top favorite right now because he's free, won't cost nothing, and it's pretty much it's something easy. Apparently, he's already been on the phone to Pep. So the Xavi is candidate number 1. One thing that we know about Xavi is he will definitely play some good possession football. I don't know if it will be good for us because, again, I think there's a lot of reservations on Xavi, but we said the same thing about what's his name again? The one that played Hansi Flick. I think we missed out on Hansi Flick. And when I remember Ty last year, when he was saying, I'm not too sure on him if he would take him, but now you would. And then when I was saying we should have got him, this is what I mean. Look at the wonders he's doing over there. So the first one's Xavi. We know he would like the midfield. I think the midfield become a priority. 4-3-3, potentially a playmaking winger on the left, maybe. I don't know what it is that he'd like, but I think someone like Hoyland, he might actually like him, or Xerxes. I got a feeling anyways. But we know we'll be playing attacking football, right? Possession football. Will it work? Will it not? Do we have the players for it? Yeah, we'll see about that, right? Then the second choice, I think, is Amorim. I actually think Amorim's the second choice, right? And that would be a completely new way to go. Data shows that Amorim would be the best choice suited to the current Man United players. The way he is, young coach as well, got brand new ideas. So we'd be seeing a completely new thing that we haven't seen at Old Trafford whatsoever, right? 3-4-3, bit more of a tucked in 3. He might even bring someone over or look for someone of a previous player to bring over. Gyökeres could be that option, maybe, but then we're getting another striker when we got 2. So unless one goes, I don't see how that fits. And that's unfortunate because Gyökeres is a bad man with a good release clause. And then there's Schulman, the DM, bit more safe, might be the 6 that's ideal. And then maybe some of the defenders as well, like Ignacio. That could be an option in case they can't get Branthwaite through the door. So and there's Diamonde as well, who's a brilliant centre-back. So we can keep going through there. And I don't know, I feel like we have the wing-backs for it. I think, if Luke Shaw's fit, he'd be good for a back 3 centre-back. I wouldn't like him at wing-back. So that would be I think that would be an issue for Man United. Malacia, but I think someone like Harry Amas would thrive in that kind of role, even for Xavi as well. I think Harry Amas at left wing back could be a really good development stage for him. He could really grow into that role. You know, he's not the greatest defensively yet because he's got a lot to grow into as a human being because he's young. So it could be something for him, right? And then obviously on the right, we've got Dalot, probably more suited to attacking. And same thing with Mazraoui. He's probably better at attacking. So given that license or freedom to go further forward, it could really help us out wide. Somewhere where we struggled, at least, is someone that can actually cross the ball out wide and give the good deliveries into the box. We don't have that at United. The only one that gives that is probably Bruno Fernandes and probably a Casemiro when he does it first time. So, and I think you would like Casemiro in a 6. Even in that role, it's not like the other midfielders won't be close to him. I think he'd be good for that role, but I don't see it because he's already had a Garte there. And if he's got a Garte, he's already got his 6, and he can play Kobe as the 8, one that's more licensed to go further forward. Or you might even like Kobe as a left winger, a bit more technical. Remember, Kobe was a left winger. So getting invaded in them sort of spaces, we already seen Kobe when he beats a man and he picks out the right ball. So that could be it. It could be like a him, Ahmad Xerxes kind of 3, meaning it's kind of looking long for someone like Rashford. But then again, even with Gyökeres, you might fancy that. So, anyways, that's why I say the players right now, it looks like they're more suited to a back 3 manager. It'll be interesting to see what he'd go for. Like, does Martinez, is he left centre back? Would he be better as a left centre back? You've got Dalot, who's played in back 3s before. Don't really think I prefer him as in a back 3. Lindelof, Maguire, all suited to back 3s. Luke Shaw, suited to a back 3, definitely. And then even if you wanted Dalot as a right centre back, it can work if need be. So it'll be interesting to see. I remember talking about it with Rants with Amorim, and it's different. It's a change. It's something that we haven't seen before. So it's exciting. You know, something brand new. Does it suit the league? Is Amorim good enough? Remember, this is one of Liverpool candidates as well. And I'm not being funny. If they scout someone like him, I'm pretty sure he might be a decent choice at least. But then again, we don't want to give Liverpool any sort of credit. The third one for me would be Nagelsmann. I got a feeling he's the long term. He's the long reach. Like really and truly, they want him, but I don't think he's the most. For me, I personally don't think that they can get him, and I think that's long-winded. You know, trying to get him out of Germany right now as the coach before he's even entered, like obviously the World Cup competition. I'm pretty sure he's eyeing that up. You know, we got to see a bit of Nagelsmann ball in the Euros as well, and he signed a new contract, so it might be a little bit more difficult. I don't know if he's got ambitions to come to the Prem. I'm pretty sure he does as a young manager. No, United, he knows he had to build a project. He's been part of that. Xavi's been a part of a project. Amorim's been part of a project. So a little bit, the decent project managers. Nagelsmann, I'm still kind of reserved about him. I wouldn't say he plays pretty football all the time. You know, he likes his 4-2-2s. He's played that. He's switched up to like a 3. It's like a 3-4-4. What is it? Like, well, not 3-4. What is it? Like a 3-3-4 kind of thing as well. Like he's definitely got a lot of tactical presence or prowess, shall I say, for the game and in his own ideas. You know, pressing as well was one of them. But I'm not too sure, like, if I'd like Nagelsmann compared to maybe an Amorim. I'm kind of reserved on that, right? And I'm just going to keep going through these, and I'll go through your comments as well. I think the fourth choice is Thomas Frank. That's quite easy. I like Thomas Frank. You know, I think he could do better with a better squad, with a better budget. I think he's got the personality for it. Tactically, he's very great as well. I actually really like Thomas Frank. I'm not mad at any of these choices at the moment. From what I've seen, I'm just going to disregard the Southgate Potter stuff because they're British. Obviously, they see Ineos Ratcliffe. It's the easy target, right? But obviously, with a Thomas Frank, I can see that being one of the managers that'll be on the low list, anyways. Maybe there's a bit better with someone like Xavi, who's managed a bigger club. Amorim, Sporting's are obviously a bigger club than Brentford, and then obviously you got Nagelsmann, who's managed obviously Bayern Munich, who wrongly sacked him in my opinion. And then went on to obviously Germany. So he's kind of like all 3 of them out of them 4. Obviously, they manage bigger clubs, which is going to bring them into favor. And then the last one, I'm not too sure who the 5th choice manager is. I don't think it's this Honus guy that someone said in the comments, right? Like Honus. How do we say his name? I think it's Honus. But I think he's happy where he is. I think he's a flavor of the month manager. Don't think it's going to happen. Xabi Alonso, don't even bother. He's probably got better options. Don't see him leaving. So I think all of that can just get waved off quite easily. I think the 5th choice is probably Ruud van Nistelrooy for the long term. And this is probably what we don't need. Yeah, is another interim manager getting a job just because he had a good 10 games. And you got to really think hard about this. Even if Ruud van Nistelrooy's presence is there and whatnot, there's just something about just wanting complete change. And I don't know, like, I don't want the fan base to get too attached to another legend of the game who might be tactically better than the other one in terms of Ollie, but just don't get sucked into that. Like, even if it's going well, let the reins go over to somebody else. You know, if he does well for Man United for the next few games and he does win and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure he'd get a good job as well. He might even remain as an assistant coach. I'm pretty sure he's got like ambitions and whatnot. But I think that's just the last option if they can't get anybody else. Because I'd rather Ruud van Nistelrooy than, dare I say, a Southgate or flip him. What's his name? Or Graham Potter. Do you know what I mean? I think you can't be looking at them options. If United go for those sort of options, then Ineos are not serious at all. You might just kiss this big club stuff goodbye, kiss the top 6 stuff goodbye. Like, it's impossible. They're not the men to do the jobs whatsoever. But there's all sorts of different rumors circulating on Twitter at the moment. And it's like, it's again garbage. Jamie Jackson, crap source. Talksport, crap source. Graham Bailey, crap source. What's the other one? Alex Crook, even though he works for Talksport, crap source. They're all, and what's his name? What's the Asian guy called again? Anila, and I can't remember. Anila, something like that. He also works on Talksport. Crap source. They're garbage. They're nothing. I don't know why we even listen to any of them. It's just garbage. They don't know what. Literally, I think they just produce stories for clicks. They're rubbish. So yeah, let me know what you lot say. I know I could scroll up as well. I could scroll up and see what you lot are saying. Anyways, let me see. I like that Ahmad doesn't post him a farewell, and you know what? True, very true. Oh yeah, Euro Delict, like. Mustafa, you're speaking to me. Anyways, let me know let me know what choices you think might be in there. There might be one I haven't mentioned, but let me know what you want. Let me know what you think is going to be good. Nagelsmann is the best option. He is another Glasner. Who's another Glasner? You mean Amorim? I think you meant Amorim. Oh yeah, because you're going to obviously revert, obviously Glasner, Frankfurt, whatnot. Yeah, and he done really well for Frankfurt as well. Chris Wheeler. What about him? Like Chris Wheeler, no, Chris Wheeler's actually quite a good source, if I'm being totally honest. He's gained some brownie points and he's lost some brownie points. I said he's not in my tier 1, but he's in my. I think for me, I'd put him in like a 1.5 to 2 for me for Chris Wheeler. Like Mullock as well is in the same kind of bridge, like same sort of. He's in that bridge, like where between 1 and 2 that you got Chris Wheelers. They're just in the middle of that bridge at the moment. I don't know where to really fit them as United sources. Michelle Sanchez, Michael Sanchez, but I don't know. I don't know enough about him personally, so I'm only going to go after UK sources personally from what I regard as good or not. Big up Tom Goldsworthy. Big up. He says you only leave a competitive job for money. Crap squad. I don't think this squad's crap. I will fight night and day for anyone that thinks this squad is crap. Because if you're telling me this squad is 14th worthy, hey, stop sneezing. Anyway, sorry about that. He's like Ben Jacobs. No, I don't know. I don't think he is like Ben Jacobs. Chris Wheeler's been decent. He's the one that actually brought out the shabby stuff. I don't think the squad's crap. All right, you told me, you lot give me lists. One, out of all those 5 managements that I gave anyways, unless I've missed one out of those 5 names that I mentioned, let me know who you prefer. And also, let me know which players you think are good. Like, try a section, good players, bad players, ones that need to go, one that needs to stay. Like, let me know how you lot rate it. Then I can kind of get a gist of what you lot are like thinking. Because I'm going to go through them myself. Where you going? You going out, yeah? I saw that. Yeah, Jamie Jackson, dust it off. The thing is, that guy changes minds way too often. Anyways, make sure you keep smashing the likes, people. 145 in the house, not in the 100 mark yet. Can we get this to 100 likes before the stream ends? That would be sick. And also, going to be doing like another Man United debate on never a foul, which I'll redirect to so you don't understand where it is as well. Now it's not about pushing. You know what? At the end of the day, like I said, the managerial appointment will happen when it happens. Right now, we should just be excited for the Leicester game, and hopefully we score a few goals, and hopefully we get to see a team that's deserving of something. We'll get to see Ruud van Nistelrooy's ideas, and then Chelsea, we can kind of get an idea of how we may play. So let's not as a United fan base, and I know there's some rivals as well. Big up to yourselves, in it. Like I saw Mo in here and whatnot. Let's try to be a little bit more like positive in it. Let's try to be a little bit more enthusiastic towards this, in it. So let's not get each other in a pickle with one another. Because this is one thing that we need to do as a fan base is kind of like, in my opinion, just don't argue with one another. Because to be fair, for me, the fan base I hate talking to the most is my own. Because obviously everyone has their own ideas. But obviously with you guys, a little bit different, I suppose. But I don't mind having a challenge personally. But right, let me see what some of you lot are saying as well. Give me who should go and who should go. Because I'm going to say it now, yeah. My manager I want, I'm not going to lie. I might be with Rance on this one. I'm kind of, I don't mind any of them. Yeah, except for the last option at the moment. But I think I am kind of sold on Amarim a little bit, personally. I think Amarim would be a good appointment. And then my second one would be Xavi. And then it will be someone like Frank. I don't actually want Nagelsmann. I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't want Nagelsmann as much as the rest of them. But obviously, he's operated at a higher level in terms of Champions League with the Bayern Munich squad that was failing a little bit. Like, they need a bit of a rebuild. But again, I think it's easy to call Amarim a hipster. It's just like we said the same thing about Slot, though. So which way are we going to have it? You can't have it both ways, you know. But anyways, look, let's kind of go through it. The goalkeeping situation, I think it's all right. I think Onana's proven himself to be actually quite a good goalie. You know, a lot of the mistakes he had last year, a bit like the Hayes first season. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was awful, and then there was a moment that changed things. I think hopefully we get some possession stuff going because we can really use Onana like he was used at Inter Milan. No point keep going long with Onana. It's annoying. Right, so that's a keep. Whether it's forget about the goalies. We're going through the squad. I think the goalkeeping situation is fine at United. It would be nice to get like a young keeper in there because I know Onana's like 28, but it'd be nice to get a good young goalie. Like bring back the one from Bayer Leverkusen. We got like a 5 million buyback clause in him or something like that. What's his name? Because with a V. I can't remember his name, but he'd be a good goalie that could take the reins in future. Even then, I don't even know if he's number one choice over there. But anyways, I think that may be one area that we could shore up, like to have someone a bit like Kelleher at Liverpool. You know, there's promise there. He could take over the reins potentially, or even when we want to fill in, we change things over, right? So yeah, Kova, Mate Kova, yeah, him. He's great. For me, yeah, Mate Kova. I think he's wicked, yeah. So we go through the left back situation. This is where good player, yeah. Don't get me wrong, but it's time to go, yeah. And for any of these managers, you can't rely on him and you shouldn't rely on him. Gotta go. Malacia, gotta go for me. Promote Harry Amas or someone like that. Or even the other one, what's his name? Sam Murray. One of the two's got to fight out a little bit, but I think we can definitely get a left back and definitely have another one, like an understudy of youth. Remember, United's all about youth, promoting youth, good players, right? But I think Harry Amas has definitely got the PR behind him at least and the technique and whatnot. It can grow into a good role. But then again, I think Sam Murray should not be out of our thoughts. So cool. I don't think our squad's crap on that part, but we definitely need to upgrade. Two of them, we said is crap, yeah? Well, not good enough at least. Centre-back options. Lissandro, good option. Yoro, great option. De Ligt, I think he's winning the hearts over some of us, good option. Lindelof needs to go, crap already. And then Maguire right now is okay. He's going to go anyways at some point, but we need another centre-back in, preferably left-footed. Branthwaite, we'd be on it. So the centre-back situation is not the worst, right? They're going to go anyways. Lindelof's got his final contract, so we don't have to worry about that. Right backs. I like our right back options. Like I said, the low. No. Jay. Think about this. I know that I said don't be negative. The Lowe's miss meant that Ten Hag got sacked. Yeah. That meant he got sacked. He done us wonders. He's a legend now. He's got a legendary status for the next 4 years. Because if that miss is the reason why United come back on top, by the way, don't tell each other to shut up and that. Come on, man, be better than that. That miss could literally be the thing that sets us off. You know, it could be. So in hindsight, it might not be the worst thing in the world. No, and let's be real. The Lowe's, He does annoy me. He does annoy me. Like, I know a lot of the other fan base think, but him and Mazraoui are good options at right back. So this is what I said. So we've just gone through the goalkeeper and the back line. I don't think it's been the issue. So I think it's a good enough squad options for the time being. But obviously the left back needs improvement and what could be a solution going forward. Then now we look at the midfield. This is where it gets obviously crap. Dalot's got to get a statue. I agree. Yeah. Mainu, Agate, good players. I still think Casemiro is still very, very useful. And I think he's been put in the mud so much as a fan base. I feel like he's been disregarded, you know. I think we've been looking at him as he's some absolute wash player. I think we've been doing him a disservice. We got to think a lot of this squad has been over. I think they got a lot of them that have not got confidence. Anyways, Bruno Fernandes, as much as I might hate him, he's still useful. Not in favor of him though. And I think he's got to go. Right? I think it's time to let him go. Hopefully we can sell him. That's just my opinion. If you don't disagree, that's fine, right? Eriksen's got to go. Who's the other one? We don't even know if Toby Colley is any good. Really, we're not getting a chance. Seen pity minutes at left back against Barnsley. So whether he's good enough. And then maybe another centre mid, obviously. So there's about a few midfielders that could be. But I think Dan Gore should be introduced when he comes back from injury, personally. So anyways, Mason Mount, crap. So half the midfield's okay or good. The rest of them, garbage. Again, front line. Again, if we keep going through it, Ahmad is a quality player. Anthony's crap. Xerxes and Hoyland, I like both of them. Rashford probably has to go at this point if he keeps performing like this. I'm not in favor of him anymore. Garnacho, he's got goals in him, but I don't think Garnacho's crap. I just think he's been a subject of poor coaching and he's still got the age to learn, you know, in situations. But he does frustrate me a lot. So majority of the squad, I don't think it's crap. And I do think it's good enough. Literally, I do think it's good enough, to do something. Like, this is not a 10th place squad. This is not a 6th, 7th, 8th place squad. We got a better team than Brighton. We've got a better team than this Nottingham Forest. Are you telling me right now we can't be? I still think we've got a better squad than Tottenham. Maybe the first 11 might be a little bit questionable, but I still think this is a good enough team to win trophies this year. Salvage top 4. Potentially. They're all dependent, obviously, the result on Chelsea. After that, we got like Leicester, Ipswich. I think we got Bournemouth even. You know, I think it's all right. And then obviously with the Arsenals at the end or the start of December, then we got the Derby and whatnot. I think we're okay. And this is why I say, like, I'm not trying to gaslight you or lot. But I do think this is, with a good coach, we'll see a massive, massive improvement. And just having some like an extra effort, an extra 10%, extra 15%, we can see a lot of the United players do a lot more for us. And we can be back in the zone a little bit, you know. We got a long way to go, and whoever the coach is, players are gonna leave, players are gonna come, players are gonna leave. That's already known. So, like, every time there's a new manager, I mean, I saw it on, like, big up Alice in it. Not Alice talks football, different Alice, right? She was saying like, every time we get new managers, it means a new rebuild. What's gonna change? That's loser mentality. That's loser mentality about what's gonna change. Sitting in 14th. Why are we excusing that? It's pathetic. Yes, and I'm calling that tweet pathetic because every time there's a manager that comes in, it doesn't mean we need to go for a rebuild. Not in my opinion, don't need to go for a rebuild because we don't. We've got enough players off a good basis to continue the rebuild that we're currently doing right now. Remember, the players that came in were not Ten Hag signings. Ineos fought for them. So this is on Ineos. And whoever comes in has to work with them. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't think that we need some major rebuild that we keep talking about. I think it's stupid. I don't agree with it. I really don't agree with it. E-Man says, and maybe this Quenda links is all going to be part of the Getting Amram. Okay, maybe. I'd rather get gaslighted than hog-lighted. No, Diddy, you are off your head. That's a big sad. Who signed Agate? That was 100%. In your signing, remember, they had to put a presentation to Ten Hag because remember, it was 50-50 in signing still. That they had to put a presentation to convince them why Agate would be a useful player. I don't think he's going to be a starting player all the time, but I think he can still be a very useful player. Yeah. The thing is, they saw Luis Enrique rejected Agate, but it doesn't mean he's a bad player. He just doesn't fit what Luis Enrique does. And look at him. Yes, he's doing good in the league, but in Europe, his team looks shit. Let me see what some of you said as well before. Yeah, Yeah, I saw that. He didn't want to disrespect. I know that. Yeah, he obviously they asked Amorim in the interview about the links with Manchester United and whatnot, and this is what he came. He came out with a generic answer, the typical one. He's not going to say anything disrespectful to Sporting because you're putting yourself in trouble with the fans there. Garnacho, I agree, should be coming off the bench. He should be off the bench when we're winning 1-0, 2-0, need extra legs. You know that the other team's going to attack. Pretty much similar how to we was using him when everyone's tired. When he starts, I don't like it when he starts. It's not for me. I wouldn't say Bruno needs to go until I see him under an actual decent manager. But he's getting older. You know what? I'm not going to lie, right? Bruno needs to stop being the captain as well. Bruno can't be the captain of Man United going forward. I need some good. I need some. Who should be Manchester United captain? Give me some names. I need some names because I think he's too emotional for the role. I think weight off the shoulders of Bruno will make him play better. I think against West Ham, I'm not going to hate on him. Against West Ham, his final deliveries were amazing, man. He should have got 3 assists. And remember, I'm a Bruno critique. I don't like the way he's playing. I don't like his style. But one thing I do know, like I know he creates good chances and he wasn't wasteful too much. But I don't think he can. I don't think he can be relied on. Like I think he can be definitely useful for the squad. He's not crap. He's just not my sort of player. Even Ericsson, Martinez, Dalot, Delict, or Onana. See, I think Delict's only been there for a short time, so that'll be that. I don't think we should do that. It's like bringing in Maguire and giving him the captaincy armband, right? I don't think that's a good option. Onana, I don't think is a good option. Again, he's only just come in last season. I do like his mentality, but a goalkeeper as a captain, I'm not all for it personally. I think Martinez and Dalot both warrant it. I like Dalot and he's improved as a player and whatnot. And you know what, like I said, he's a legend now. But I think a couple of them could be different. Or you know what? But another one that someone's going to say, I think someone said Casemiro. But I don't want Casemiro starting in, week out. Your captain's got to be on that field. You know, and as much as he could be, we need to move on from Casemiro at some point. Dalot, Martinez, Unai Emery in. What you actually want Unai Emery in? See some of this. Dalot is dead. I don't think Dalot is crap. Dalot is not crap. I would like to see him inside. Mazraoui, man, he's so composed and relaxed. He's a leader, in my opinion. So you're saying set an example on the pitch. I don't look at him as someone that leads by example. I like a vocal captain. Don't get me wrong. That's what I prefer. I think Martinez could be a good shout. Could be a good shout. I think Dalot has a shout. Casemiro has a shout. I think Amorim might come because just break down his answer. Sporting is smaller than United, but he won't say no to the United job. Obviously, there's rules to this game. And obviously, it's not like he's unknown, by the way. It's not unknown for it's not unknown like in the summer. Remember, he had an interview with West Ham, who I think if they sack Lopetegui, they will do anything they can to go get Amorim, by the way. So we might miss out. And his sacking is inevitable at some point. Because I don't think he's good enough for West Ham. I think he's crap. I still can't believe he didn't even win that game. And then obviously he had the interview with Liverpool. And then I don't know why that went tits up. Maybe it was a money thing. Johnny Evans, as temporary captain, I don't know why this is a laughing face. As a temporary captain until he leaves, until they can figure out who can be the captain. I don't see what's wrong with that. Johnny Evans is the only one that knows the club inside out and has standards. And guess what? When he does play, he plays flawlessly. He doesn't get dipped down or whatever. Like he gets dipped over and gets embarrassed. I don't think that's a bad shout. Oh my God. Would you leave your league title and Champions League for 14th place United? Be honest, Cass. Wait, what? What do you mean? Would you leave your league title and UCL for 40? Yeah. Because he's already won it. Look, man, you got to realize, like, Sporting can only get your reputation so far. You know, you've already won the league with Sporting. You're doing well with them. No one's going to disregard that you've done well with Sporting. And in the Champions League, they're not winning it. So who cares? You can go win something in Europa. Go win the Europa League. You ain't won that yet. And we've probably got the best team to go and win Europa this season. In my opinion, I don't think nobody else is. We should not be. We should have definitely beat Fenerbahce, definitely have beaten Porto, and we should definitely have smashed 20. Now you got Bodo Glimt and these, man. You need to go out and absolutely hammer and tong them. Put your statement down. Martinez. So you're not saying? Are you lot Martinez, Evans, vice captain? I like that, Dan. That's very good. I like that. I think that could be one. as well. I want Ineos to have a left field pick as long as it fits the game model structure. Well, we got to go off what the comments were before. If they wanted to play like a possession, attacking based, like the style, philosophy, whatever, I think a lot of these managers fit this, the mold. I agree. Bruno shouldn't be captain, but he doesn't need to go. We still need those experienced players. You might be right there, but we need more creative players. We can't be relying on him. Are you sure about that? 100% win the league. You know what? Let's have a little look at this then. Why would he not leave? Anyone can leave. This is how the world of football works. When money talks as well, even though it gets paid quite well. Remember, he's been there for like what, 5 years? Let's check the title. What's it called again? Portuguese League table. And I'm pretty sure it's called like Super League or something. Well, they are sick. So Porto's got a game in hand. They win that, and Benfica. If they both win that, they go only a few points behind them. It's not really a mad guarantee. Obviously, Sporting have conceded 2 goals in the league this year and scored 30. Are you mad? And you're telling me that you wouldn't take an Amrim? That looks quite impressive. Go get the Ipswich manager. I've heard links with McKenna before. You know, he's a coach, but I'm not too sure. I think Frank might be a better option. Whoever's the next manager, he will inherit a good squad that could probably win the Europa League. I think so. For this season, anyways, it's not going to be the best squad in the world, but it's a good enough one. I don't want to back 3. I'll be real. If you're winning in style, I think you wouldn't care. You know, I don't think you'd care too much. It might suit us a lot more for the players that we have. It would develop Euro a lot better as well. You remember, Euro's good out wide. I think Lisandro Martinez has kind of showed that he's quite good out wide as well in wide spaces, which I didn't think he was good enough before, but he's getting back into. I mean, does anyone else agree that thinks Martinez is getting back into a little bit of good form, developing a little something as well with Dalot? I think them two have been quite good the last few games. It's not been on them. I don't want Unai Emery. He doesn't fit the mold that we need. Personally, I think he's at his level. Let me make sure I'm redirecting this to the right place. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I didn't even got this on that. Yeah, as long as we get the 3 points, that's all that matters with United right now. But the candidates it's just interesting. And I wonder, again, when it comes to decisions, it takes Ineos for now, what the basis of, we know Ineos takes an absolute age to make a decision, right? And I just hope it's made and it's sorted by the international break. The international break is after next weekend. Then they've got the whole time there to sort it out. And hopefully they do sort it out. It's the perfect timing. McKenna would take his striker with him. What, you mean that Dalot guy? Fuck that. Whoever the next manager, yeah, you said that as well. Bruno's not captain material. Petulant P. Yeah, you're off. Yeah. In the Portuguese league, that ain't that difficult. Yeah, well. But anyway, look, I'm gonna wrap up there. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe as well if you're new. This is gonna go over to the next stream, by the way. So if you go to the next stream, it is going to be United based. We're going to talk about it with like Marcel. We're going to be talking about it with Ty, Neji, myself, E-Man, Marwan, Ems basically, and somebody else as well. So if you do go over there, then yeah, go and smash likes early. Remember, 7:45. It's going to be it's more of United based, but I'm pretty sure it's going to get. We got these 10 inners that were there. Let's see what excuses they got in a bitch.